my dears, it's me, ordinary girl trying to be fabulous, and welcome to my channel. Welcome to my subscribers. Welcome to my new subscribers, and welcome to those of you who are not subscribed. If you are not subscribed and you enjoy my content, I hope you will consider doing so. And even if you don't enjoy my content, I hope you will consider subscribing because, hey, why not? And I have to go find out what Amelia is doing, so I will be right back. Okay, so I am back because sweet, sweet darling Amelia, it is nighttime and she just loves to get a little crazy at night and do her little crazy thing. So, I've had so much fun telling my story times about bad customers that this is another story time about a bad customer. Only this story time is at a Christian bookstore. And I have a lot of stories about the Christian bookstore. I do. And I'll probably tell them all to you eventually. So, there was this popular book series. Hi, Millie Moo. There was this popular book series that would be released with a lot of fanfare. They would even have like midnight release parties on the day it came out. That's how popular it was. And I mean, I did shipping and receiving. No, Millie Moo. I did shipping and receiving at this bookstore for a while. And I tell you what, this book was so popular that we would get in 20 boxes of 20. We would get about 500 copies of this book in. That's how popular it was. Or this book series. That's how popular it was. No, Millie Moo. She's down there and she's getting into stuff. So we would pre-sell this book so that people could, pre-sell it and they could have it when it came out. And if they wanted to, they could come to our midnight release parties, which I never worked the midnight release parties because I'll like, you're not going to schedule me to work at midnight and then schedule me to come in at 8:30 in the morning. It's just not happening. No, I'm not doing it. So, this was like a million years ago. And, it was before a lot of computer, saving stuff. And I'm going to reach behind me and turn on the fan because I am quite warm. But it was before... What's Millie Moo doing back there? She's back there. Come on, Millie Moo. So it was when we used a lot of paper for records. You want to come up here? Oh, boy. I'd rather her be up here than down there somewhere getting herself into trouble. So, it was before, like computer records. We kept paper records. This is how long ago it was. And, you could pre-sell the book. You could buy as many copies as you wanted. And we would give you as many copies as you wanted as long as we had proof that you had purchased that many copies. What are you doing, Millie? Amelia. She's eating my bunny. Yeah, she was eating the fudge off a bunny. So we would, I know. So we would pre-sell the book, and then we would get the books in, and we would take all the receipts we had from all of the sales, and we would rubber band them to the book. I know. We were so ahead of our time. And, we are human. So we would make errors. It's okay. We're human. I'm going to be right back. Because Millie Moo is doing something. She's chewing on something. So, we're human. We make errors. Because we have 500 copies of a book. And we have probably sold about 300 of them. and we have the receipts, and they're like register receipts, and they get lost. So, so you're a customer, and all you have to do is keep track of 1 or 2 receipts. So, this one lady comes in, and she's like, yeah, I bought the book, and here's my receipt. And she hands me a receipt. It's for 1 book. And so I go in the back, and I get her 1 book. Then I match the receipts to, so I come back out, and, I was like, well, ma'am, here's your book. And of course, it was pre-sale, so it was already paid for. So she's like, oh no, I bought 3 books. And I look at her receipt, and it says 1 book. And I was like, but your receipt says 1 book. And I was like, do you have the receipt for the other 2 books? And I'll just get them off the shelf for you, because they're not back there. And she's like, no, I do not have the receipt. And if y'all weren't incompetent, you would have my receipt. It's like, well, and I was like, I'm like really sweet. I was like, well, ma'am, I'm sorry, because, we did get in like 500 copies of this book, and we've probably sold 300 copies of it. And sometimes it gets mislaid. The receipts do, and it would be really, really good if you had your copy of the receipts. And she's like going off, and she's like, no, you're supposed to have the receipts. You're not supposed to be incompetent. I'll be right back. So it's nighttime, and my phone had gone into sleep mode, and I was afraid that my video had started recording in black and white. There's a Millie. Yeah, I was afraid that my phone had started recording in black and white. So I was like, talking to this lady, and I'm trying to be, really nice and polite, because, she is the customer. Customer is our boss. And I'm explaining to her that, yeah, it's unfortunate, but it happens, and it would seem like her other 2 books had gotten misplaced, and I'm afraid I can't just give her books, because then our inventory would be off. And so she's just going on and on about how we're incompetent, and how we lost her receipts, and how she shouldn't have to bring in her receipts, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm trying to be, like a good customer service person. And I was like, well, I'll go look again. But, all the books are in alphabetical order. We have your name written on the receipt, because we wanted to make sure we kept your receipt and she's like, well, obviously you didn't keep the receipts, because if you did, you would have my books. And I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, I'm sorry. We are human. We make mistakes. I'm sorry. But I can't give you the books without the receipts. So we go back and forth. And do you know, after about 45 minutes of arguing with her, do you know what she did? After claiming she did not have her receipts, she reaches right into the front pocket of her purse and pulls out her receipts for the other 2 books. So I'm like standing there, and I'm like, I will be right back. Blink, blink, blink. I will be right back. So I go, and I get her books, and I slam them down on the counter. I was like, here are your books. And then I looked at her like I was going to come over the counter and throttle her, and she ran off, because she didn't want to continue to try my patience. But like, yeah, that was my story. That was one of my stories about a customer, and there are many. There are many. There are several. What have you got? What have you got? I don't know what she's got. I don't see anything in her mouth, but it looks like she's got something. So, yep, that's my story of a wacky customer. Oh, she's... I don't know what she's got. This dog will eat bunny poop off of the ground. This dog will eat bunny poop off the ground. Won't you? You will eat bunny poop off of the ground. Of course, there's no bunny poop in this room, but you catch my drift. And so, with that, I am going to say goodbye. I'm going to say see you in the next video. I'm going to put this together and save it and upload it so that it will be ready tomorrow, because last week's video took 16 hours to upload. Didn't it? Yes, it did. It took 16 hours. Mommy was so upset. Yep. So, yeah, it did. It did, didn't it? So, I'm not quite sure what she wants. What do you want, sweet girl? No leaky leaky. No leaky leaky. So yeah, with that, I will see y'all on the next video. Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate you. And I'll see you again soon. Okay, bye. Say bye. Say bye, people. Say bye. Say bye. No, say bye. Say bye. Oh, isn't she cute? Isn't she just a cute? No puppy licky face. Alrighty, bye-bye. Hi, Pressy. Hi, other Pressy. Hi, how are you guys doing? You come to be with me? Hi. Hi, sweet babies. Oh, baby, baby, baby. Yes, indeed, do. Alrighty.